Tonight, the Duluth City Council makes a move to ban a controversial practice in the city.
And 800 million packages are being shipped around the country this holiday season. What you need to know to ensure yours arrive safe.
Plus, at the beginning of a very snowy start to winter, St. Louis County plow drivers approve a strike, what it means for the roads.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. What seemed like a long winter already here in the Northland could feel even longer if St. Louis County plow drivers decide to walk off the job.
That's because the Teamsters Local 320 members voted almost unanimously on Sunday authorizing a potential strike if their demands are not met. CBS 3's Ryan Campo has the details.
But unfortunately, with respects to this case, the county has just put us in a situation where what else do we do?
As far as how those roads would get plowed if the strike were to happen, we reached out to the county for clarification, but they did not get back to us by news time. We did hear from a union spokesperson, Eric Skoog. He says the about 180 union members are asking for changes to their wages, benefits, and health insurance. Skoog said the strike authorization vote didn't have to do with recent long hours worked. He added that they will continue to plow during the rest of the negotiation process.
Unfortunately, after 5 rounds of negotiations and 2 days of mediation, one which included a 19-hour mediation session, the Teamsters chose to walk away. We're in a position where the county refuses to recognize a couple of issues that have been identified by the Teamsters membership as well as the union itself.
St. Louis County officials shared a statement Sunday saying they respect the negotiation process and value their employees. They hope to come to a resolution soon.
Skoog added the union has a strike date in mind, but they don't plan on releasing it to the public. Their contract with the county expires December 31st.
All right, Dave's here with a quick look at the weather. Nice to see some sunshine out there today.
Yeah, that's gone already, of course, because of sunset and a little low pressure system coming across our horizon. And it's bringing a chance for a couple of snow showers tonight. Probably nothing that the plow drivers need to get out and get even more overtime for. It's just a small low pressure system, not working with too much moisture at all. So our forecast for tomorrow says we start with maybe a 30% chance for those flurries, and it falls to a 20% chance for flurries by noon. And then with Arctic high pressure coming to call, the sky will clear up and the temperatures will go down. If the best we manage tomorrow was 10 above, oh boy, come Wednesday morning, we'll be below 0. We'll talk about how long that cold snap will last in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Some good news for those without a place to stay on these cold nights. The Gloria Day Warming Center will be open again tonight. The East Hillside Neighborhood Church opened its doors at 8 p.m. They'll also be open tomorrow night, and any night the temperature hits 10 degrees or colder.
Well, you might have to take a detour on Duluth's Lake Walk this week. Part of the Lake Walk is closed today through Wednesday. That includes the area behind Fitgers and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Crews are installing a fence between the walking path and the railroad tracks. The section is expected to reopen Thursday.
Tonight, Duluth became the second city in Minnesota to ban conversion therapy.
The therapy is meant to change a person's sexual orientation using psychological or spiritual interventions, but some studies have shown conversion therapy is ineffective.
Ahead of tonight's city council meeting, a Minneapolis activist group, Out Front Minnesota, spearheaded a rally at City Hall showing support for a ban. Many from that group and others spoke out at tonight's meeting, and there were some differences of opinion. CBS 3's Jesse Slater was there and has more.
Monday night during the Duluth City Council's final meeting of 2019, chambers were packed wall to wall with people wanting to share their thoughts on the proposal to ban conversion therapy in the city.
The counseling ban violates the First Amendment rights of free speech and freedom of religion for adults, families, and mental health counselors.
Churches would be exempt, but any licensed medical professional found performing the therapy would be fined. For some, Monday, the ban hit home.
This attempt at conversion therapy was the biggest mistake of my life. Here's the takeaway. Please be aware psychological and spiritual harm from conversion therapy even now occurs within faith-based communities.
Some argued there should be separation between church and state, while others say they are one and the same.
As a preliminary step to outlawing a surrender to Jesus Christ lifestyle. And if that's part of your agenda, then it's a most evil agenda.
Counselors and community members alike stressing the ordinance is to protect and show support for youth struggling with their sexualities.
LGBTQ plus kids want to and deserve to be safe, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually.
The council passed the ban 8-0 tonight with Councilor Jay Fosley absent. Councilors hope this ban will encourage statewide action that was shot down at the legislature this year.
Hermantown City Hall was packed tonight as a controversial proposal went before the council. The controversy is over the proposal of a 5-story apartment building on the corner of Levake Road and Maple Grove Road. Before tonight's meeting, about 100 people gathered outside in protest. They say the new building would be going up in a residential area and doesn't meet the zoning requirements.
And so this would be our sort of high rise of Hermantown, and we're against that because it's a residential area. And we're also against the density that's proposed because it's a third denser than anything that has been done in Hermantown.
The matter was tabled until January 6th.
A gas leak led Hermantown middle and high schoolers to be sent home earlier today. According to a school district email, the leak happened on a rooftop air handling unit this morning. Officials say the gas was shut off this morning. School district officials say students were not in any danger, but it was in the interest of safety to end the school day at noon. The elementary schoolers stayed in class. All afternoon and evening concerts were also postponed.
Wisconsin Democrats are calling a judge's ruling to purge 200,000 voters from the rolls an organizational challenge, but not a crisis. Wisconsin is a key swing state. The Democratic Party's state chairman says they're planning to use open records laws to get the names of everyone impacted and let them know. The judge on Friday ordered the voter purge to happen immediately, but it's likely to be tied up in court. Wisconsin also has same-day voter registration. Students at a Silver Bay school won't be having classes this week. Classes at the William Kelly School have been called off due to a water pipe collapse in the area. Although students won't have to attend class, staff will need to be at the school Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Officials hope to get the water restored by Friday.
A new case of a deadly deer disease found in western Minnesota has state officials asking deer farmers to play by some new rules. They're asked not to transport the animals to and from their properties for a month, while investigators trace a new case of chronic wasting disease. Last week, the Board of Animal Health asked the state's 330 deer farms to voluntarily stop moving deer until January 15th.
Our recent snow is paying off for a favorite Northland tradition. Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon officials say they will be able to start the race in Duluth as planned. The Mushers and their teams will take off from Billy's Bar on January 26th. The full-distance racers will cross the finish line at Grand Portage. The Bear Grease 150 teams will finish at the Trestle Inn in Finland.
A local Vietnam veteran who survived 7 years as a POW received recognition today on his 80th birthday. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson declared today Commander David R. Wheat Day in the city of Duluth. Wheat was a naval flight officer deployed to Vietnam when his jet was shot down. He survived 7 years and 4 months in captivity. He continued to serve even after he was released and is still actively supporting local veterans groups. Wheat says he's honored by the proclamation.
I always think about the veterans and my fellow air crewmen who he didn't make it, and I just want to say thank you, and we of course are thinking of all those that served in Vietnam and other wars.
Wheat earned numerous medals and commendations, including the Purple Heart, Silver Star, the POW Medal, and the Distinguished Flying Cross. There is a statue of him at the Duluth Airport.
Christmas came a little early for Ashland families who are behind in their school lunch payments. An anonymous donor paid off the lunch debts for students in the Ashland School District. District officials say they received a donation on Friday. It's enough to pay off all 263 student meal accounts in debt. We don't know how much that debt was. The district says if you're interested in making a donation to cover future debt, you should contact their office.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, millions of packages are on their way in and out of the Northland. We take you behind the scenes to show you how holiday packages are sent.
And later, the House is poised to vote on impeachment this week, and the pressure is on some undecided members of Congress.
On this date in 1876, it hit 28 below. We're not that cold tomorrow morning, but the morning after, it could be within range of temperatures like that. We'll talk about a cold snap to be followed by a warm spell coming our way after our break.
Welcome to Toyotathon.
Hey.
Ready for a great deal?
You know it.
With savings on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more, it really is the most magical time of the year. Can you pretend you didn't see this?
But I'm seeing it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a spacious new 2019 Toyota Highlander.
You never know what you'll find at Toyotathon. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Join the businesses and organizations throughout Douglas County to enhance our community by becoming dementia-friendly. Not only will you support your future customers, you will also benefit your employees. This free training gives your employees the tools they need to provide those living with dementia a comfortable and welcoming experience. Be the business or organization that makes a difference. Call the Aging and Disability Resource Center at 715-395-1234 to schedule your training today.
From family projects to family get-togethers, Fleet Farm has everything you need. This week, save on men's Field & Forest long-sleeve woven shirts. 30% off our low fleet price. Fleet Farm pistachios, 1 pound, $5.99. Duracell AA and AAA batteries, $11.99. And select Cooper tires, buy 3 and get the 4th free. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
We all want fast internet, but getting more speed usually means paying way more. Until now. Introducing Extreme Access Internet 60. Real high-speed internet that comes with a real low price. Finally, you don't have to compromise on your speed to get the price you need. Enjoy fast speeds up to 60 meg and powerful home Wi-Fi for $24.99 a month for a year. Get more speed for your life and your budget. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Yes. Climb, say. Come on. Don't stop clapping now.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new CR-V, the best-selling CUV over the past decade.
That's all right.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, if you think this December's been a snowy one, let's flash back to when I was a kid. December 1968 and January 1969, perhaps the most blizzard-prone year we've ever had around here. Blizzard warnings, we had 6 of them in those 2 months. Snow totals around our region ran from 30 to 60 inches, and Duluth here specifically hit 46.8. So we are snowy this year, not doing that bad comparatively, and for the week ahead, really only a couple of flurry chances coming our way. The bigger news on tap would be a cool down coming initially, followed by a warm spell for the weekend. And we'll start the process of talking about all of that here by firing up the current conditions at Duluth International Airport. It is 14 degrees right now, but temperatures will tumble thanks to a small low and its cold front. Cloud conditions, they're on the mostly cloudy side for now, but should break up by tomorrow afternoon. Relative humidity 74%, and the wind is westerly, southwesterly 11 miles per hour. Temperatures right now among the warmer that they're going to be for the next day or so. Looking at 17 International Falls, 13 Hibbing, 14 Moose Lake, and 14 in Superior. Hermantown, too. A hint of what's to come. 1 above in Silver Bay, 2 below for Ironwood, 2 below also for Watersmeet. And with topsy-turvy temperatures coming around tonight and tomorrow, these numbers may actually go up for some towns and then go down again tomorrow afternoon when that cold front comes to call, which sets us up for a one-day Arctic outbreak on Wednesday. Doppler map right now. Well, we have a little low-pressure system trying to work through the region, so there are a couple of showers of snow popping up here and there in Minnesota. A little stripe in Wisconsin, 2 in parts of the UP. It's a 30% chance you'll get a little bit, and by a little bit I mean perhaps a dusting at best, and it could last through about tomorrow afternoon, early tomorrow afternoon. So once the low pressure system and its flurries departs, though, come tomorrow night, it's going to get pretty chilly as Arctic air comes to call for midweek. It'll get cold and at least clearish for a little while. Cold enough that folks in the Arrowhead of Minnesota are looking at a wind chill watch for Cook County and Lake County. That's Tuesday night into Wednesday. Actual air temperatures around the region come Wednesday morning could be in the 20 below range, and with the wind factored in here in this zone, we're thinking 40, even 50 below for the feels-like temperatures. But the cold snap will not last. It'll break quickly. Here's the forecast tonight. Minnesota low temps anywhere from 0 to 10. Wisconsin and Michigan low temps, so I'm thinking about 5 to 8 for most places, and those flurries are possible through tomorrow morning. Wisconsin, Michigan, highs early on 13 to 18, then cooling. Minnesota highs anywhere from 6 up north to 15 down south. Flurries go away. Sunshine comes in with the Arctic high pressure, and temperatures tumble to about 20 degrees below zero for Wednesday morning. And Wednesday's high only about 5 above, but as early as Thursday, we go to 20 above. Then 27 Friday, 28 Saturday, 29 on Sunday. The warm spell lasts at least through Monday, so if you can grin and bear it and bundle up for the next 2 days or so, I think we're probably going to be getting shorts and suntan lotion weather here for the weekend by our Northland standards.
All right, thanks, Dave. Today was the busiest shipping day of the year. That's according to the United States Postal Service.
CBS 3's John Cardinelli got an inside look today at how hard our Twin Ports postal employees work this time of year and how they're being impacted by our wild start to winter.
It's a busy holiday season for the United States Postal Service.
Nationally, 800 million parcels this year alone, which is a 13% increase from last year.
Over 7 million of those parcels will be coming to the Northland, including here at Duluth's Michigan Street location. And there's an interesting trend.
You're not getting the Christmas cards that you got 5-10 years ago. And so our big push back 10 years ago was letters, and seeing phenomenal numbers of letters going through every night. Now we're looking at parcels.
Living in the digital age, buyer convenience is a priority. But with that convenience can come problems.
Especially in Duluth with the street plowing, it was difficult to get the carriers out, and so they couldn't deliver.
Due to winter storms like the one we had recently, products may not make it to their holiday destination on time.
And it was impossible to reach all of our customers, and so it did impact delivery.
Which is why it is important to keep in mind the weather and USPS deadlines this holiday season if you want your package to make it by Christmas.
So first class deadline is the 20th, priority deadline is the 21st, and then the express deadline is the 22nd. But the quicker you can get it here, the better. We have a lot of packages coming through right now.
The post office will be open Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Offices will be closed Christmas Day and New Year's Day, but Priority Express mail will be delivered on those days.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, it's shaping up to be a big week on Capitol Hill as the House impeachment vote looms. Details coming up.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. Presidential award-winning service. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler. KohlerToyota.com.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now for a limited time, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
On the economy, a unique leader, Mike Bloomberg's created over 400,000 jobs. As president, an opportunity economy that works for us. Tax fairness, where the wealthy pay their fair share. Education, affordable college and high-skill vocational training so people can succeed in the new economy. Economic security, lower-cost health care, and affordable middle-class housing. Proven leadership on jobs to build an economy where people don't just get by, they get ahead.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Bart picks me up when I call.
It gives me my mobility back.
It gets me from school.
It gets me to my appointments.
It gets me to class.
It gets me to practice.
And it helps me do my holiday shopping.
The bus is always warm.
At Bay Area Rural Transit, we have over 82,000 reasons to ride. One for every person who lives here.
At Chevy, we're all about bringing families together.
This time of year, that's really important.
That's why our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
Family is important to us.
So happy holidays and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
Yamaha and Arctic Cat snowmobile sale happening now at RJ Sport & Cycle.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
For up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Stay away from here.
Live local weather coverage on CBS3 Duluth.
It will be a history-making week in Washington this week. For the third time, the House of Representatives is expected to vote to impeach a U.S. president. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging Republicans to be fair as an impeachment trial looms in the new year. Schumer sent a letter to Majority Leader Mitch McConnell proposing that Chief Justice John Roberts issue subpoenas to 4 administration officials. Meanwhile, Republicans are trying to work with the president to figure out how the trial should look. Democrats say it's not in the country's best interest to have Republican lawmakers and the White House teaming up.
Have the Majority Leader of the Senate, in effect the foreman of the jury, saying he's going to work hand in glove with the defense attorney. That's a violation of the oath that they're about to take.
Not all Democrats have said they'll follow the party line and vote for impeachment. In the House, Representative Colin Peterson of Minnesota says he'll remain in the party, but will likely vote no. The House Rules Committee will hold a hearing Tuesday to decide how the full House vote will proceed. That's expected on Wednesday.
A new CBS News poll shows a clear top tier among the 2020 field in the 14 states holding primaries on Super Tuesday. That's with newcomer and billionaire Michael Bloomberg closing in. The development comes as the 6th Democratic presidential debate is set to take place in just a few days. In Super Tuesday states holding primaries on March 3rd, the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll shows former Vice President Joe Biden with an edge over Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Former New York City Mayor and billionaire Michael Bloomberg is now polling in 5th place. The latest CBS News poll finds 4 in 10 Democratic voters in Super Tuesday states are still concerned about whether any Democratic candidate can defeat President Trump.
They really prize electability. That is what they believe a candidate can do to beat President Trump, and that's been really consistent in the polling throughout this cycle.
7 candidates are set to square off Thursday for that 6th Democratic presidential debate. That'll be in Los Angeles.
All right, Kelly's here for a look at sports. What's going on tonight?
Monday night hoops. Big matchup down I-35. Plus the Bucks. Can they keep the win streak going? Find out coming up next.
You could win 5,000 big ones at Fleet Farm in our Big Bucks giveaway. To enter, buy anything online and pick it up in store. Just click it, we'll pick it, and you could win big. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
When you share the love, you change lives. Over 2,200 wishes granted, more than 57,000 pets supported, over 100 national parks protected, over 2 million meals provided. Through the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru will have proudly donated over $170 million to national and hometown charities over 12 years.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today during the Subaru Share the Love event, going on now through January 2nd. Visit us online at millerhill.com.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD. And we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that. Plus, sometimes in the rain, our services go out.
Because of the dish on your roof?
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-916-4499.
And Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-916-4499.
The holiday season is truly the most wonderful time of the year. It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment. Duluth's Greater Downtown Council invites you to experience our city anew. Come downtown to find the perfect gift, enjoy a delicious meal, and reconnect with family and friends. Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season.
At the Ram Big Finish event, we're giving the ultimate gift. Employee pricing for all. So you can drive the only pickups that make the season shine brighter, carry more gifts, and bring the magic of the holidays to everyone in the back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Get the gifts that have it all with employee pricing for all.
Well-qualified returning FCA lessees can lease the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic for $258 a month. Or returning lessees purchase and get 21% below MSRP on the 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.
Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. We've got the biggest selection and the biggest savings on everything your loved ones are big into. Like for the person who's big into naps, get a MyPillow for only $29.99. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Defending section champs ranked 6th in their respective classes, the Northwoods and ESCO boys basketball teams have a lot in common. So that would lead to a great matchup at the Igloo tonight. The Grizzlies and the Eskimos squaring off, and it was ESCO jumping out early. This guy was on from the opening tip. Peyton Wafel from the corner. Then on their next possession, creates his own shot up top. Just like that, the Eskimos open an 8-2 run. But Northwoods stormed right back. It was a heavy dosage of Trevor Morrison down low. The 6'3" senior had 21 in the first half. Grizzlies have a 45-44 lead at the break. We go to the second. The Eskimos buckle down on the defensive end and keep the intensity on the other end. James Lagarde all the way to the rim. 6 minutes to go now. They start to pull away. Wafel says he wants the ball, and Esco goes on to prevail. They win it 95-77, the final. NBA action tonight as the Bucks look to, yes, continue their win streak, hosting Dallas, hoping to make it 19 in a row. Start in the second quarter, Bucks on the run, hoping to make a comeback. Kyle Korver finds Giannis Antetokounmpo inside. Justin Jackson tries to wrap him up, but Giannis scores anyway. Bucks trail by 11. We're going to show the replay a couple more times because only Giannis, right? Here come the Bucks again. Giannis in the backcourt weaves through the Mavs defense with 2 dribbles, goes in and finishes with a 2-handed slam. Bucks cut the lead to 7, and the Mavs call a timeout. Mavs would lead by 3 heading into the half, and they just barely edge this one out. Bucks fall by 4. Their historic win streak ends at 18. This past weekend was a very quiet one for both UMD hockey teams. They enjoyed a weekend off heading into the holiday break. UMD men's hockey, after ending the first half of the season 9-6-1, move up a spot to number 10 in the latest poll without even really doing anything. The real story, though, was at the top of the rankings this weekend. After suffering their second loss of the season, Minnesota State Mankato falls to the number 2 spot, officially surpassed by UMD's NCHC opponent North Dakota. Denver moves up 2 spots to number 6, making it 3 NCHC teams in the top 10. UMD will resume NCHC play in the new year. Last night's road game against a team that Wild fans love to hate, the Chicago Blackhawks, didn't quite go the Wild's way. But it was still a career milestone for forward Eric Stahl. Stahl becomes just the 89th player in NHL history to get 1,000 career points. And even though it didn't go the Wild's way, Stahl had one of the Wild's 3 goals in the 5-3 loss to Chicago.
4 numbers is a lot of numbers, and I'm obviously proud of that, and couldn't have got to this number or this level without a ton of help from so many people, and I think that's kind of what you reflect on a lot. Hopefully a few more left ahead of me for the next couple of years.
Hopefully a few more wins for the Wild. Well, yesterday was just an all-around good day to be a Vikings fan. Through 4 quarters in Los Angeles against the Chargers, Minnesota never trailed once. The Vikings defense got 7 takeaways, leading to a dominant 39-10 victory at what really was U.S. Bank Stadium West. Exactly what Minnesota needed as they continued that push to get into the playoffs. One of the negatives, though, was Dalvin Cook, who got an injury leaving the game in the 3rd with that new shoulder injury. But Mike Zimmer says that he expects Cook to be able to play through it all this week and when they take on Green Bay next week.
Yeah, I like this team. I like how they're playing. We seem to find a different way to win, or if we lose one, it's a close one, and it's right at the buzzer. I think we're 8-2 in the last 10 or something like that. I think the quarterback is playing really well. I think we're doing a good job scheming offensively. Defensively, we've played a little bit better the last couple weeks. If we can ever get it to the point where I really feel good about it, we could do some damage.
I believe Tony just pointed out the stat, 46-0 when the Vikings are leading after 3 quarters.
NFL record.
That's an NFL record. That's pretty insane for a lot of reasons. And that's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 Closed Captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. May hope brighten your holiday and inspire you in the new year. Happy holidays from Essentia Health.
Bring all the gifts for under the tree. And while you're at it, bring the tree. Ford F-150. Built for the holidays.
Now for a limited time, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month or get over $11,500 in total savings. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
I wish that I would have gone to Aspen Dental years ago. I've always had rough teeth, so once a technician told me that they could have the dentures ready for me within a matter of days, I was in shock. Having the denture lab on site is absolutely convenient. Almost a year later, my daughter will still come up to me and say, "Mommy, smile, I want to see them again." It makes me so happy.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to dentures you can trust with a 7-year warranty. Yes to custom crafted dentures with our on-site lab. And yes, we'll have you feeling beautiful. Call now or book online at aspendental.com.
Toyotathon is on at Cary Toyota in Superior, making now the time to save on an SUV for winter. Get 0% and up to $3,500 off 2019 Highlanders. Or get this SR5 Premium 4Runner for just $37,033, a true 4-wheel drive vehicle. Plus, with every sale, Cary Toyota will make a donation to the Salvation Army.
And our reserved parking spots are back at the Miller Hill Mall. So customers, stop by Cary Toyota and get your parking pass today.
Toyotathon is on at Cary Toyota in Superior.
It's a holiday hoopla now through December 25th at Duluth Casino. Every Wednesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., including Christmas Day, 25 names will be randomly drawn to play for holiday cash and prizes. You could jump into the money booth, play the disco board, or take a spin on the big prize wheel. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FonduluthCasino.com for all the participation details. Wednesdays and Thursdays, come in for the games, cash, and prizes at the holiday hoopla and
have a great time out at Fondulu.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
It's the GMC Denali season to upgrade. Get up to 20% below MSRP on these GMC Denali models. That's over $14,000 total value on this Sierra Denali. Visit your Lake Country GMC dealer.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual Gift Givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream. Open Sundays noon to 4 until Christmas.
Dave, quite a bit of nice sunshine out there today. Is that going to last?
Well, in on and off fashion
Okay.
tomorrow. We've got a small low trying to come across, so it could be cloudy at times. And we have 30 to 50% chances for flurries both Tuesday and perhaps even into Wednesday. Not adding up to much at all, just decorative stuff. Cool down is coming. Those Arctic high pressure slides in. Wednesday morning will be bitterly cold. Actual air temp 20 below even here in the Twin Ports. But then a warm spell comes across for the rest of the week.
All right, thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow night.